What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lonnie and these are Lonnie's Lessons. I'm back with another grocery haul. So this time I went to Aldi. Aldi is one of my favorite specialty stores. It's very affordable and it just really gives me an opportunity to buy the things I want. So I just wanted to show you guys what I have. And remember, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And also remember to click the bell notification so that you get new videos every time I upload. When I go to Aldi, it's a really exciting experience because, again, like I said, I'm able to find things that I like at a really low affordable price. So if you are not familiar with Aldi, it's a grocery store brand that has its own line of products. And also it keeps costs down because you have to bring your own bags. You also pay for a shopping cart. So the labor is taken away from the people that work there so that you can get the lowest price possible. So without no further ado and more rambling, let's get started. First up is orange juice. So you guys know that I love smoothies every morning, so having orange juice is really good to have on hand. I love to have turkey pepperoni on hand as a snack because turkey pepperoni is really delicious with just like some cheese, and it just gives me the opportunity to have something that is pretty healthy but pretty filling as a snack. Next up is bread. I usually don't keep bread at home, but this week I was craving avocado toast. So I guess I'll talk about the avocados too. So I picked up some avocados and I also picked up this, it's called Knock Your Sprouts Off Sprouted 7-grain bread. So I was excited about this bread. I tried this earlier this month or last month when I had avocado toast at my New Year's Eve brunch, and it was really good, and I thought that I would have this on hand to make some avocado toast. I picked up 2 avocados and I got them pretty ripe, not all the way ripe, but I got them ripe enough for me to eat some tomorrow. Next up are Granny Smith apples. Look at how big these are, guys. So I picked these up because I knew that I wanted to have fresh fruit options throughout the week, and these are really good by themselves. Of course, you can cut them up and put them and dip them in nut butters like peanut butter or almond butter, but it's just a really good snack to have on hand. Let's see what else. Sliced mushrooms. If you remember, or if you watch my Trader Joe's haul, which I will pop up here, you would know that I like to have sliced mushrooms on hand. These are really good to throw in omelets or to have for stir fries. So I just like to have them. I don't always get them sliced, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes you feel like a sliced, sometimes you don't. Next up is kombucha. So I got 2 different types of kombucha. I got the Oregon Roots Wonder Drink Organic Asian Pear and Ginger Kombucha. And I also got the Vitalife Organic Kombucha in the flavor Berry Nirvana. So these are fermented tea drinks. If you're not familiar with the kombucha trend, it's really good. It's really good probiotics for your gut, and it tastes good. It is a taste that you have to get used to, but I enjoy the taste. It is kind of like a vinegary, pungent taste, but there's different flavors and different brands that make them taste different. But I definitely suggest these if you're into drinks. And also over on Instagram, I have inspiration for drinks. I have a series that I call Drink of the Day, where I just show an editorial of the types of drinks that I drink. So if you're interested, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Lonnie Was the Third, and you can go to the highlight that says Drink OTD, standing for Drink of the Day. I love to get my seasonings from Aldi because they're cheaper. So I got some garlic powder and also some onion powder. So these are great, of course, to have. These are like my holy grail seasonings. I use these pretty much on everything. The good thing about garlic powder and garlic and onion powder is that they do not have sodium in them. So unlike garlic salt or onion salt, you can put as much as this on as you want to add flavor, and it's not adding salt. So that is a quick tip for those of you who are thinking about reducing your sodium content. Next, salmon. So this salmon was $14.38, and I will probably get about 6 servings out of this, which is really good for meal prep. It is Atlantic salmon fillet, and I use this pretty much to bake and to meal prep, as I said. So you just throw it in the oven. Usually I have a ginger sesame soy glaze on here. You can throw some honey on there, or I do like a butter dill glaze. You can barbecue it. You can just put it in with olive oil, salt and pepper, throw it in the oven. You can sear it on top of the stove, or you can even throw it on a grill if you have a grill or a smoker to give you more smoky flavor. But this is a really versatile meat to have, or a versatile fish to have on hand for meal prep, especially if you are serving a family, or if you're like myself. This will pretty much be my lunches or alternate lunch dinners throughout the week. Next up is snack cheeses. So I usually get these Happy Farm Sticks cheddar cheese snack cheeses because they're really good snack for me to have on hand. When I saw my nutritionist last year, he really suggested that I add a little bit more cheese into my diet, and that I'm also more conscious about having snacks throughout the day. So that's why I have the turkey pepperoni. I eat that with the stick of cheese, and it can be really good. You can have it with crackers or pretzels, but I usually just eat it by itself. But these are really good just for snacks. And if you're someone who has lunches, or you have kids and you're looking for something to throw in that they can have throughout the day, or that your partner can have throughout the day, snack cheeses I think are really good, especially if the person is a cheese lover. The next thing I got was green onions. Green onions, again, I love. I use them in just about every savory dish. It adds just color and crispness and crunch, and also it adds a little mild onion flavor. When you don't feel like cutting a whole onion, you know, you can really just slice this up and saute it in, and it saves you a little bit of time and tears, but it also is just a milder flavor. So consider green onions as a part of your weekly staples. This Simply Nature organic quinoa is really good. It's a nice grain that is a great source of protein, and I use this as a side dish. You can use it in so many different ways. You can cook it in vegetable broth or chicken broth to give it more flavor. You can also just serve it just like you would rice, or some people eat it in the morning, kind of like oatmeal with blueberries or yogurt. So it's a really versatile grain to have, and I love buying it from Aldi because it is a lot cheaper than, say, other specialty stores, and it is an organic product. So if you're at Aldi or you're thinking about trying it, I would highly suggest trying the organic quinoa. I also picked up some red grapes. These are pretty straightforward. I just love having these on hand as a snack, and also to give me just another source of fruit throughout the week. So I usually throw these into a lunch. You can put them into separate baggies, or, you know, I just eat them all the time. It's funny, like when I was growing up, my mom would buy grapes and I literally would finish the whole bag the same day that she brought them home, and nothing has really changed. Next, I got some Brussels sprouts. So this is a bag which is 1 pound or 16 ounces of Brussels sprouts. These are self-explanatory. I just recently tried a new method with cooking them, where I roast them in the oven for a little bit and then I sear them on the top of the stove. Guys, super good. So use the cast iron pan, put some olive oil in there, salt and pepper, and you throw these in the oven for, say, like 14 minutes or 10 minutes. They soften up, and then you just take that cast iron skillet out, you put it back on the stove top, and you just saute it. Don't touch it too much, and then flip it over. Delicious. So I highly suggest that method. But of course, you can grill these, you can roast these, you can saute them. Really good. You can't go wrong with Brussels sprouts. You can also shave them and eat them raw inside of a salad. Toss them with some olive oil, lemon, salt and pepper. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Delicious. Okay, so the next thing I got from Aldi was these unsweetened applesauce cups. These are really good, again, for throwing into my lunches to make sure that I get a source of fruit. You know, when I want to reach for something sweet, instead of, you know, getting for something that's worse for me, reaching for something that's worse for me, like a honey bun, which is what I really want most of the time, I try to reach for unsweetened applesauce. And I would suggest to get unsweetened because apples are naturally sweet, and I always feel like the flavored, like cinnamon or peach, or even just the sweetened original applesauce is just a bit too sweet for me. It does take a little bit of time for your palate to adjust to less sugar in applesauce, but I definitely would suggest trying unsweetened first because it's really good by itself, and it will save you from having added sugar when you don't really need it, because nature already made apple sweet, just like me. And last but not least, I am not a coffee person, right? But every now and again, I like to go to a coffee shop and get a latte or iced coffee during the summer. So one day I stumbled upon this latte cold brew coffee at Aldi, and I'm like, well, I'll give it a try. I was super excited because it's dairy free and it's made with almond milk. So I was really excited about the accessibility of this product, and I was like, you know what, let me try it. And guys, it is so good. Just serve it over ice or just put it in your water container on your way to work, and you just have a really delicious latte. And this is much cheaper. This whole, let's see, how big is this? This 32-ounce container is probably the price of one large latte at a major coffee chain. So you can get, let's see how many servings. You can get 4 servings out of this one bottle. So think about how much money you could save. That's pretty much it for today's Aldi haul. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned about some new products that I buy. Or if I introduce you to Aldi, let me know in the comments if you've never been to Aldi, or if you have a preconceived notion about it, or if you don't have it in your city, or if you have it in your city, you haven't tried it for any particular reason. I'm not judging. I'm just really interested in knowing why you won't give Aldi a try. And I promise that I would not tell you about anything that wouldn't be good for you and that wouldn't be a good choice for you, especially if you're trying to save money. So until next time, I leave you in love, peace, and style. And always remember that learning is a lifestyle, and it's never too late to learn more. Bye.